when I brought my car to you.
We put Schaefer's in it, but we have another additive we can add with the oil.
And is that something the average person can buy, or is it?
Yeah.
But does it thicken it? What does it do?
It doesn't really thicken it. It lubricates it better. Things get even more lubricated.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, mine goes away. I mean, it's rattling when I first started, but it goes away after I drive a little bit. So, all right, we've got some phone calls. Let's take them. Good morning. You're on the air with Matt.
Yeah, years ago they used to tell us that STP was good because it wouldn't drip off the bearings so fast. I don't know what they were telling us was true or not, but that's what they told us at the time.
Yeah.
Thank you. What do you think? Is that what?
Well, I think STP back in the day, I mean, when STP was popular, what was that? Probably late 60s, early 70s?
Yeah, that's what I remember. Yeah. I used to buy it. It was huge, really super thick stuff.
Yeah.
That would hurt the car now, wouldn't it? Because
on some cars it would. It depends on how it breaks down, though, under heat and everything. So, but they've come out with a lot of stuff today. The technology, just like in everything else, the technology has come such a long ways. Now they have things that actually they break it down to the molecular structure, and they have molecules that are that under heat adhere themselves to the bearing surfaces and stuff. They know that it's attaching itself to the bearing.
Is that what Schaefer's does?
Yeah, that's what Schaefer's does, and there's some other companies out there that do it too.
Really? You have another phone call. Good morning. You're on there with Matt.
Yes, good morning. How are you?
Good.
Listen, I'm a lubrication engineer.
Okay.
And I just happen to be flipping through and hearing you. STP is a long chain polymer,
okay,
which is outdated and is totally unnecessary. Putting in an additive to get your oil to flow faster in the morning, there's no such additive. If you're concerned about quick flow, and that's not a problem here in Ocala because your temperatures are never at the freezing mark, but you could go to a full synthetic and a lower viscosity 5W30, or depending upon what your manufacturer recommends. But all these additives are a waste of money and time. They're not going to get the job done, and people shouldn't speak on these subjects unless they know what they're talking about.
All right. So, Matt, we want to respond?
Well, I'd like for you to come down and just come down to the shop, and I'd like to show you some differences, and there are differences in oils. There are differences in polymers. There are differences in quality of products that we can put in our car.
You're talking to a licensed lubrication engineer, sir.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm a member of the Society of Petroleum Engineers. I am exactly aware of all the snake oil that's out on the market.
I'd like for you. Hey! I'm just challenging you, man. I'm not questioning your knowledge, but here's something that I do question or challenge is your authority and experience.
How oil works.
I understand how oil works. I'd like for you to come down. Just come down and
see what you understand is what the snake oil salesman tells you.
No.
What I understand is from the manufacturing.
You're being a little insulting. You're being insulting to Matt, sir. Hold on a second. You're being insulting to Matt because Matt has studied this too. Hello. So if you want to come down and show him what you're saying to prove what you're saying, then go down to the garage. It's as simple as that.
Yeah. I'm good with that. I don't sit there and think I know everything, but I guarantee you don't know everything either. We all can learn today.
For a living.
Okay, and I do what I do for a living.
For the American Petroleum Institute,
but what you're failing to see, sir, is that if you convince Matt to change his mind about something, he will then tell his listeners about it.
I'm just speaking from experience. I'm speaking from situations that I've encountered inside my garage on a daily basis. On all kinds of different products, on all kinds of different situations and scenarios. And I welcome anybody that listens to come down. And I've had a lot of people that listen come down to the shop.
Listen, Matt, I'm more than happy to come down to the shop and teach you about oils and how they work and polymer chemistry and the whole. Matt, do you know what the latest API spec is for gasoline engines or for diesel?
No, I mean, do I have them right in front of me? No. It's not something I need to use every single day.
About API SM or API CJ4 Plus.
Yep.
Do you have any clue as to what those are?
Yeah, I do. I do have a clue to what they are.
What are?
Now, listen, I would.
No, answer the question, Matt. What are they?
I don't know the actual specifications. I do understand the tolerances.
So you're giving out information. You want to know the most.
What is your problem with going down and showing Matt? Why are you afraid to go down to his garage and show him what you're saying?
Stop talking about something. There's no knowledge of
He
it.
has a lot of knowledge about it. You're insulting him, and that is absolutely uncalled for. I'm not going to let you continue doing it. The question to you is, would you like to go to the garage to show Matt what you're talking about?
The question, and I said yes.
Okay, come
You're
on.
going to go down? All right. Do you know the address? Do you need the address?
Oh, there's the internet. I can look up the address.
So you don't care about the address. You want to go, but you don't want to know where you're going.
I just said I could look it up on the internet.
Do you know the name of the garage? Do you need to know the name of the garage?
Listen, I listen to your show all the time.
All right, so you know the name. I'm just asking
He
because.
shouldn't be talking about oil when he has no knowledge as to what even.
Oh,
this
please.
thing is.
Please. Do you realize how insulting you are?
Listen.
Do you realize? I'm asking you a question now.
From New York.
Here's your
You
question.
know that I'm just speaking the truth.
I know that you are being asked. Wait a minute. Here's what I know. Hold on a second. Here's what I know. I know that you are saying that Matt is selling snake oil. I know Matt. Matt has fixed my car. Matt knows how to make my car work, and he's made other cars work that I know of. And hello, he does it fair. If you've got a message that you think needs to be out there, share it with Matt. He'll share it with his listeners. That's all.
Of the
You don't even want to stop
oil
talking.
manufactured by
You don't even listen. See you later.
No, see, I kind of like that. This is.
All right, I'll put it back on.
additive because it changes the balance of the oil that is licensed with the American Petroleum Industry.
Okay, just come on down to the.
Just show 'em.
Just come on down. We can sit here and you can, I got a 30-minute show and I'm gonna spend 25 minutes just listening to you talk about how wrong I am. Come on down.
Not propagating lies about the lubricant industry.
So then show him. Go down to his garage and show him, and he'll change his whatever he's saying. If you can prove to him.
I'm more than happy to.
Now let me ask you this: you're the oil engineer. Has oil changed? In your initial statement, you said that STP has.
That's a crime.
Wait a minute. You're not even listening to him. He's got a question for you.
I'm asking you a question. You're the engineer. Okay, in your beginning statement, you went back and said STP today has no effect on anything. That's what you said.
That it's a long chain polymer, and now we're
And
using
now-
3-shear, 0-shear polymers, and no one should use STP.
Okay, now hang on a minute. This is my show, not your show. Hang on a minute. Now, that tells me that something has changed in STP, in what it ever was and what it is today. Something has changed. That means that the oil companies have changed. There's something that they do today that is different than what they do with you. Please, just be quiet for a minute. Just be quiet for a minute.
It's a long chain polymer.
That's what I tried to do. I tried to lower him. All right. He's
I
not
gotta
listening.
go, man.
He's not listening. He doesn't want to listen to it.
Have a great day.
Yeah, that's what I tried to do that. You said you liked it.
I do like it, but we're running out of time. We got to go to commercial now.
All right, we'll go to a commercial. Jeez. You call up, you insult Matt. You're not willing to listen to questions that Matt has. Absolutely rude.
That's okay.
I'm so disgusted with humanity.
Well, Larry,
I am.
I know, but you're speaking to all of humanity today. It's okay.
I know.
That's what
Well,
makes
that lady's okay.
That's what makes us human.
That lady's okay. Where is my music? How come I don't hear anything?
Because there's smoke coming
You know, I
out of your
think
ears
I
and
put
out of
STP in here. Hold on, I shouldn't have put the old polymer in here. I'll wrap it.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. For today, times of clouds and sun with a shower or thunderstorm mainly during the afternoon and evening hours, the high 82 to 86. Partly cloudy overnight, low 66 to 70. Times of clouds and sun tomorrow with a shower or thunderstorm, high 84 to 88. Wednesday, mostly cloudy and warm with a shower or thunderstorm likely in the afternoon, high 84 to 88. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Johnny, what are you doing in the bathroom? What are you saying? Wait, where are your toy cars? Oh no, tell me you didn't. Honey, call Mike Scott Plumbing.
I didn't do anything.
For once, that's true, but little Johnny flushed his toys down the toilet and now it's broke.
Yes. No. I'll get the phone. What's the toll-free number?
866-314-4443.
Got it. 866-314-4443.
Mike Scott Plumbing. If water runs through it, they do it. At Mike Scott Plumbing, from the moment you walk through the doors, it's evident that quality is key. From our fully stocked parts department to our fully trained service technicians who can help with anything from a clogged drain to your irrigation system and even servicing your entire septic system. Visit one of our beautiful showrooms in Hernando or in Wildwood and let us show you how to turn your kitchen and bath dreams into reality. Mike Scott Plumbing. If water runs through it, we do it.
18 minutes after 10 o'clock, Matt Gibbs is here to answer your questions about your cars. And if you have a challenge for Matt, it's welcome. It's part of what we do. However, you have to engage in conversation. You can't simply decide you're going to filibuster the show and take Matt's show away from him. So, sorry, Matt. Go ahead.
That's all right.
I'm not going to filibuster you either.
Don't filibuster me. I don't like being filibustered on Monday. I'm a Wednesday filibuster kind of guy.
It's crazy. I mean, you call up and you challenge Matt. Matt's trying to have a conversation with you. Matt never said anything about STP. That was the caller who said STP. And me. I think in my younger days, like in the 70s, I used that stuff. I haven't used it in forever.
Yeah.
So
I always look at it like this. The manufacturers are way smarter than I am, probably even a little bit smarter than this guy that just called. And they develop, they devise, they put together the products that work best in their products. You know?
And you are smart too. And you have witnessed demonstrations. You have seen the things that worked and didn't work, correct?
Oh, yeah. Snake oil. I had people come in and bring me these pills that they're going to put in their gas tank to get them an extra 10 miles to the gallon. I'm like, really? Swallow one, see what it does to you, because it's not going to do anything for your car. Putting magnets on fuel lines, and I've seen all kinds of crazy stuff in my day. But I like it when someone can show me and prove to me, because I got to see things. I don't just listen to people. People come into my shop every day wanting to sell me stuff every day, and.
Anybody ever try to sell you radio ads?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I have. But I'm the type of person that has to see things actually work, and then a lot of times, I'll do it to my car before I'll do it to anybody else's car, and see the effect.
Yep, and that's all you were asking them. You're asking them, show up, have a conversation, get a cup of coffee or whatever, and say, hey, show me what you know.
Right, and then I'd be willing to even say, okay, this is how we tested this stuff.
Right.
I'll let him see the test.
Right.
And maybe he'll have a different perspective of things.
So he's going to Google your name and going to Google your shop, and he's going to show up.
Okay.
And he's going to show you. He's going to introduce himself to you. You'll know his name. You know his face. You'll know what he drives. He'll know where you are. Two of you will be buds. You'll have him as a guest on the show one day. And I'll have to tell him, you were so rude. You were so inappropriate.
That's all right.
But I have to say something.
That's what this whole stuff is all about, right?
Is it? How? How's it about being rude?
Well, it's about having everybody's entitled to their opinion.
Yeah. And so are you.
Absolutely. But people listen to my opinion every Monday. They only got to listen to his opinion for about 12 minutes.
So if you think Matt's selling snake oil, then don't go see him. But I'm telling you, my car works pretty good because Matt takes care of it. And I'm not the best car maintaining guy in the world.
No, you're not, Larry. But we try. But that's what we do.
All right, so here's talk about snake oil. yesterday I was looking for oil, and I saw one that advertised on the bottle itself that it would reduce sludge. Is that possible?
There might be some higher detergents or something in there, something to help keep it cleaner. Here's the thing. If you don't maintain your car the way that you're supposed to maintain your car, then you're going to, let me put it to you like this.
Walk. You're going to be walking.
Listen, if we don't eat right, like my wife is like, you need to eat better. You need to do this better. You need to do that better. Why? Because she's concerned about me.
Right.
If I take care of me better,
right,
I'll get better life out of me. I'll get better performance out of me. I get,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And a car's the same way. It wants to be taken care of the way it was designed to be taken care of.
Yep.
And so I ate broccoli with my steak instead of that baked potato with all the stuff on it Friday night.
Oh, really? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I did, actually. It was pretty good.
Well, see, that's the difference between us and our cars, though. I mean, the cars don't have to enjoy it.
No, they don't care.
So we sort of have to enjoy it.
Yeah.
I mean, if somebody told you that eating, cod liver oil or something would be good for you, and you couldn't handle that,
I'm sorry.
you're done. Yeah. Yeah, but if your cod liver oil helped your car.
But if you take care of your car, it makes you feel better because you're not having to spend that extra money taking care of something that if you'd have done it a little bit different, may not have cost you this much money.
Right. So do you have a lot of people coming in to get their cars ready for their road trips?
Oh yeah, it's been absolutely crazy, just absolutely just crazy. It's been.
See,
crazy.
the day I was going to bring my car in, I should have brought it in.
You should have.
Because now I'm the one busy. That day I wasn't busy, but you were. I should have just left it there and waited for you to call me.
We would have got it in there. We would have done it.
Well, maybe I'll do it Wednesday or Thursday. Good morning. You're on the air with Matt.
Good morning, Larry and Matt.
Morning.
I just wanted to say that was some interesting radio with that fella there.
Yeah, it was.
You handled it very well. You gave him plenty of chances to cooperate, and in the end, he just didn't want to hear what you had to say. And what can you do?
No,
absolutely.
But you handled it well, and I was like, wow. I heard you go off on somebody like that, Larry.
Oh, really? That was nothing. That was nothing. I think the roof came off one time. Yeah. All right.
You guys have a great day.
Thank you.
You too, buddy.
You too. Yeah. I tried to not do that.
I know. I was like shocked.
Really?
Yeah, because you just seem like this passive guy, just this big giant.
Well, I am, but why would I not be passive? Except for when somebody's picking on my friend. I mean, why wouldn't I be? I mean, isn't that what it's all about?
Is this the giant?
That was nothing. Are you kidding me?
Well, here we are.
Here we are, talking about cars. Cars are cars all over the world.
All over.
Isn't it amazing when you look at like what you think is a third world country and you see all these cars? Doesn't that ever surprise you? Like when you hear about like these crazy places, and then you look at an actual footage from the place and it's, hey, it looks like Dunellen, it looks like Ocala.
Yeah. Well, but they're smaller. They're always smaller cars in those third world countries.
Yeah, I mean, once in a while you see a whole load of bicycles, but
it's amazing that even in a third world country, that they have transportation. They have to have. They're dependent upon their cars.
Yeah.
But I guess
I bet you they have plenty of snake oil in those countries. That's where snake oil comes from, isn't it?
That's it. Yeah.
They put oregano. Oregano solves everything.
Oregano does solve
but only the oregano that grows in certain places in the mountains. It's like 1 acre in the whole planet where you can get this oregano, and it's like 10,000 feet up.
Really?
Yeah, that's what they always say. All these oregano guys.
All oregano, yeah.
It's like the green tea guys. The green tea guys say you have to drink a lot of green tea because guess what? That's why Japanese people are so healthy. And this one pill has the equivalent of a pickup truck worth of green tea in it. And I would say, well, do they drink a pickup truck worth of green tea in Japan? And then that's the end of the conversation.
And that's it.
Why do you have to have a pickup truck? So are there any additives that you actually like? Is the Mystery Marvel oil, is that stuff good stuff? Or is that snake oil?
No, well, it's good stuff for stuff that you need it for. There's certain applications. It's not like,
Really?
you know, I use chemicals, if we want to call them chemicals instead of additives, to do particular
Well, they
things.
are.
Like, for instance, GM and Ford, they have a chemical that is non-combustible, but it's very, very, very heavy duty in detergents. And what it is, you can take like carbon. Like if I pull the heads off an engine and I can get behind the valves and I can break off a piece of carbon and I can take a droplet, and it's called top engine cleaner is what it's called. The GM side of it is top engine cleaner, and I can put a drop of this stuff on there and it begins to dissolve the carbon. Well,
Wow, that's good stuff.
it has an unbelievable purpose and it has an unbelievable function, but it's non-flammable. So what we'll do is, you know, they have this, there's a lot of snake oil, put this in your gas tank and clean your injectors. Well, the problem with that is that it's in your gas tank. Now stop and think about this. So when your injector fires, okay, and your injector is putting fuel in the cylinder, it's on the front side of the valve. It's going straight into the cylinder.
Right.
Well, all the carbon and everything that you want to clean builds up from behind the valve. Well, how do you get to that? Through the gas tank. It's just logic.
Oh, really? So
it's going in the motor.
So you have to take it apart.
Well,
which is why it costs so much to have it fixed.
Or what I have found is I can take this chemical and I suck it through the intake system like a vacuum hose. I take a vacuum hose off and I have a regulator and I suck this chemical through the intake system.
Okay.
So now it's going through the intake system. It gets behind the valves. And it actually breaks up all the carbon. And I like testing things, Larry. So what I did was I had an engine that came into the shop, and I knew we were going to have to take this engine apart. So I went in and I carbon blasted it. I ran this top engine cleaner through the engine before we took it apart. And so I did that. I took it apart, and I sent the engine. I pulled the engine out, and I sent it to the machine shop because he's going to rebuild this motor. Well, he called me up and said, he goes, Matt, he says, here's something weird about this engine. He said, it looks like the heads have been off and someone has just cleaned all the heads out.
Oh, wow.
The heads are perfectly clean. All the carbon's gone. But all the sludge is there and the gaskets are old and everything's there. And I told him what I had done, and he said, and I didn't say anything to him. I wanted to see if he would pick it up. And he said, whatever you did, really clean the carbon out of this motor well.
Wow. Is it like the chemical they use in dry cleaning of clothes? Is this?
I don't know what kind of chemical that is, but this stuff, I mean, you have to wear gloves. You can't touch it. You can't let it get on your skin. It gets absorbed into your bloodstreams.
Okay.
It's pretty volatile stuff.
Matt, we always have an interesting show the last few weeks, don't we?
Yes, we do.
What's your phone number?
My phone number is 352-690-1993.
The other guy doesn't need it, but everybody else does because he's going to look it up on the internet without knowing your name or anything.
He knows who I am.
See you later.
See ya.
Fox News Radio, I'm Pam Puso. Another Republican has White House ambitions. Florida Senator Marco Rubio is expected to announce in Miami today.
He is a freshman senator and very much a new face that the Republican Party is excited about. He has an appeal in the Republican Party to younger voters and minorities particularly. He is Cuban American.
Fox's Carl Cameron. A van with Hillary Clinton in it is rolling towards Iowa. Tomorrow she'll hold her first presidential campaign event.
There are progressives here saying they want to see her run more to the left. They're not convinced that on these economic issues she's really standing up for the middle class and that she is going to